What's up, guys? Your boys, 20K13. Gonna give you guys your wrestling news wrap up for July 20th, 2015. JR to review WWE Battleground. Jim Ross will review WWE Battleground this week on his Ross Report podcast along with the Fight Network, John Pollock. The show will be available tomorrow night on podcast1.com. GFW announced late change to next gen match. Yesterday, GFW issued a breaking news video alert announcing a change to their upcoming TV taping. GFW announced Chris Sabin had been pulled from the show due to injury, and as a result, he will be replaced by Kushida, who will compete in singles matches in the next gen tournament. Why did The Undertaker return? WWE.com has published a new poll asking what The Undertaker's primary motive was for attacking Brock Lesnar at Battleground, with the sources being: Number 1, he was sent by the authority to protect Seth Rollins' WWE World Heavyweight title. Number 2, he wanted his rematch from WrestleMania 30. Number 3, he sought vengeance for Lesnar snapping and mocking the street. As of now, 44% of voting fans believe the dead man wanted vengeance for being mocked, while 33% believe he just wants the rematch. WWE Battleground Twitter ratings. According to Nelson Media Twitter rating data, last night WWE Battleground pay-per-view finished with a unique audience of 1.980 million, which represents the number of Twitter accounts that commented on the show. This number is up from the 1.783 million unique audience figure for WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. In terms of total impressions, which is the total number of times the show was tweeted about, Battleground finished with 18.563 million, also up from Money in the Bank, 15.774 million total impressions. Backstage news on WWE match plan for a major returning name. Current faction getting a new member. Concern for Reigns at SummerSlam, and more. The Wrestling Observer is noting that the current plan in WWE is to have the Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns feud continue into SummerSlam. As noted, Sting is expected to return to WWE and involve himself in the feud, and at this point, a tag team match featuring Reigns and Sting versus Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt is likely. Initially, WWE had been discussing the idea of making the match a six-man tag, featuring the entire Wyatt family versus Sting, Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. However, with Eric Rowan currently out of action, WWE might either go with the tag team match or possibly introduce a new member into the Wyatt family. As for Roman Reigns, at SummerSlam, officials are concerned he might get booed since the pay-per-view is taking place in New York City. And there is also concern that when paired up with Sting, Reigns might get booed while Sting gets the shield. Report: WWE having talent perform more ring apron bumps. How many were at Battleground? Where did the idea come from? According to the Wrestling Observer, and as seen at WWE Battleground last night, officials have instructed talent to incorporate more ring apron bumps during their matches. For those unaware, the ring apron is the narrow part of the ring which is outside the ring rope. Two good examples of ring apron bumps from last night's pay-per-view would be Bray Wyatt hitting a big DDT on Roman Reigns, and Big E landing a splash on Daniel Young during their tag team match. In total, there were nearly a dozen ring apron bumps during last night's pay-per-view. The ring apron is the hardest part of the ring, and you can tell whenever someone hits a ring apron bump, there is very little give or bounce to the ring, making the impact that much harder. Dave Meltzer noted the idea of doing more apron bump in WWE is directly related to Ring of Honor. More news for tonight's WWE Raw. WWE.com is hyping the following storyline point for tonight's edition of WWE Raw. Will the dead man rise on Raw? Two faces of fear, Wyatt and Harper. How will the Divas Revolution continue? Have Orton seen the last of Sheamus? What's next for John Cena? WWE fans call Lana ugly over makeup-free selfies. WWE diva Lana has been engaged in a social media war with her followers over makeup-free selfies she posted of herself on Instagram. Over the weekend, the ravishing Russian uploaded the following image of herself on a plane acknowledging she had pimples, which led to WWE fans calling her ugly. Even though most of the Instagram comments were favorable, there were enough negative ones that it caused her to post an Instagram video as well. In the short video, she spoke with her Russian accent without makeup on while she appeared to be in a gym. She did a mock cry and told people to shut up, which is her catchphrase. She closed by saying she was going to create a legacy with or without makeup. Good for her speaking her mind and not being afraid to show what people like, show what she like when the camera aren't on her. Posting things on social without a filter will cause people to respect her a lot more too. As for her on-screen persona, Lana is advertised for matches with Dolph Ziggler, starting as early as September 4th. She'll likely be at Ziggler's side for a match against Rusev with Summer Rae at SummerSlam as well. WWE Tag Champion pulled over by police after WWE Battleground. The WWE Tag Team Champions, the primetime player Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, along with Mark Henry, were pulled over by police officers in St. Louis following Sunday night WWE Battleground event. They made comments that Young got away with a warning, so maybe he was speeding or did some minor thing that caused the cop to pull them over. Most likely Titus wouldn't have posted it if they got in some serious trouble. Young is also wearing a neck brace in the video, which is a concerning sight for an active wrestler. It could just be a comfort thing because the drive from St. Louis to Kansas City for Raw is nearly 4 hours long, so maybe he just wears it to feel more comfortable for the drive. It's nice to see the camaraderie between the tag champ as well as Henry, who is one of the oldest wrestlers in WWE and a guy that has been there for 19 years. Henry teamed with the primetime players last week on Raw to beat the New Day, so perhaps they will work together on TV again soon. They should also be more careful on the road because next time it could be worse than a warning. Will Bo Dallas join the Wyatt family to take down Sting at WWE SummerSlam 2015? The original plan for Sting at SummerSlam was for him to team with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose against the reunited Wyatt family trio of Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. That's not going to happen now because Rowan out of action for several months due to a torn bicep. According to Wrestling Observer Radio, the six-man tag is likely going to happen with somebody replacing Rowan. There's a lot of speculation about who the partner of the Wyatt family will be, with the obvious name being Bo Dallas just because he's a real-life brother of Bray. The problem with that is that WWE may not want to change Dallas because he got his own gimmick already. The other side of it is that his comedy heel gimmick isn't really going to get him that far, so a change could be good for him. There was a Sting Dallas moment that took place on the Raw after WrestleMania that was on WWE Network. Sting did a promo. Dallas walked out and Sting dropped him with a scorpion death drop, so that could play into things. Sting's return had been rumored for the last week because WWE had already shot video of him related to SummerSlam, since his second match in WWE will be a huge selling point. Putting him in a tag match will allow him to stay fresh in the ring without having to do too much, which is smart for a guy that's 56 years old. The sixth man in the match is unknown at this time, but it seems like WWE will go ahead with the match. It's just a matter of finding the right person, whether it's Dallas or somebody else joining Wyatt and Harper. It's possible that the match will be set up as soon as Monday's Raw. WWE tells John Cena to smarten up his social media. John Cena has been told by WWE to improve his utilization of Instagram. He primarily uses the photo sharing account for random photos, including a recent one which was just 2 Oreo biscuits. Despite all the non-wrestling related snapshots, he still has 1.3 million people following the account. WWE sees that as an untapped opportunity to engage fans with their product. And I quote, I have been encouraged to evolve Instagram into something less abstract. Thought, let the 140 character county begin, John tweeted over the weekend. It sounds as if he's a little myth. The sarcastic line at the end of that quote is a clue that he really can't be bothered with manufacturing posts to the account. It is also worth noting that he posted the Oreo photo after he made that tweet, which suggests he's going to keep on being abstract and doing what he wants with his Instagram account. WWE are obsessive about social media and are constantly rolling out statistics about how engaged they are with sharing online. But the actual difference social media make isn't as big as WWE like to believe. Those followers numbers go up at the same time as TV ratings and network subscriptions fall. Whether 10,000 people retweet something or not, it really doesn't have that much of an impact on actual WWE business. The same will be true of Cena's Instagram. Whether he tweets a photo of an Oreo or an upcoming match, it really isn't going to impact many people who see the post. Fans don't buy WWE products based off of a photo that someone shares on Instagram. The only real way to sell something or get something over is a good old booking process which has always been utilized. That in area WWE will be better advised to spend some time thinking about. Update on the Team Bad name. Team Bad, Naomi, Tamina, and Sasha Banks now stand for something new. While the team was referred to as Best at Dominating on Raw at Battleground, the announced team said the name meant Team Beautiful and Dangerous. And finally, did The Undertaker just turn heel last night? The Undertaker made his epic return to a WWE ring at Battleground last night. The Phenom, who was last seen at WrestleMania in March, prevented his old enemy Brock Lesnar from winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The Beast had Seth Rollins beat, and F5 signified the end of the match, and as the referee hit the match to count, the Architect out bombed. The lights went out, and when they came back up, Taker was lying in wait. The dead man hit Brock with a chokeslam and 2 tombstone powerbomb before heading to the back. Needless to say, the crowd in St. Louis, Missouri went absolutely bananas when they saw the legend back in the ring. For the last number of years, Taker had been reserved to solely main appearance as the rigor of life as a superstar have taken their toll on the now 50-year-old. As cool as his return was, there is one question that was left unanswered. Is The Undertaker now a heel? In the bigger picture, your immediate answer would be no. This is the first modicum of revenge the Phenom has sought since that universally unpopular decision to end the streak at WrestleMania 30. Absolutely no one, or very, very few at least, wanted the run to end, so in a sense, Taker is seeking retribution not only from himself, but for a very large percentage of the WWE Universe. However, if you were to look at his return in isolation, it's a lot less clearer whether he is a good guy fighting for the fans or part of the authority storyline that is dominating WWE at the moment. After all, Taker interference meant Seth Rollins escaped once again with the WWE title. Could he really be a higher goon for the authority? Paul Heyman had made The Undertaker the butt of many of his promos in recent weeks, while he poked fun at Authority Kane, once again referencing the dead man this past week on Raw. The Undertaker cost the biggest babyface in the company the biggest title in the game and allowed arguably the biggest heel to retain it. That's a heelish move. Also, the way he went about the attack screamed heel. When have you ever seen a bona fide babyface kick his opponent square in the nut? This is a sort of cheap way a heel draws heat from the crowd. Not that it did on this occasion, however, as the WWE Universe in attendance were all caught up in the moment. Although the former Lord of Darkness did spend a bit of time staring out into the crowd with a devilish and yet slightly confused look on his face. So to conclude, this is a funny one. The attack can be justified as being both the move of a babyface and a heel, and only time will tell if The Undertaker has returned to the dark side. This is a storyline that will be given weeks and weeks to develop and could completely change Taker's legacy forever. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.